Hello, and welcome to the first lesson of our final training program dedicated to the discovery and practice of technical skills. Today, we're diving into the world of digital communication and the importance of authenticity in today's online landscape. When nearly 70% of humanity is active online, digital presence defines existence. Without visible and credible messaging, ideas and initiatives risk going unnoticed. Social platforms are integral parts of our daily routine. Users check social feeds within minutes of waking up, throughout the day, and even during meals. This generates competition for attention and confirms that content must connect quickly and meaningfully. Moreover, it is important to understand that widespread access isn't just numbers, it's human networks. Users engage across social media platforms, share trust through comments and peer recognition, and prioritize authenticity. Building genuine connections fosters community and drives engagement. For youth, NGOs, and emerging entrepreneurs, bringing authentic narratives is fundamental. Whether promoting causes, crowdfunding, or branding startups, genuine storytelling resonates and draws followers. As Generation Z increasingly values digital sincerity, those who communicate with clarity and authenticity gain credibility. Furthermore, the incredible amount of hours that users collectively spend online every day, especially on video content, creates endless opportunities for engagement and influence. However, this also means that attention has become a prized and contested resource among platforms. Another point that is worth mentioning concerns social media overload. Excessive use, especially if beyond 3 hours a day, can affect health and mental wellness, bringing higher emotional distress among young people. A moderate use of 1 to 2 hours can offer social benefits and mental stability. Finally, more than half of Generation Z describes growing skepticism towards social media. Many report attempts to reduce usage or undertake digital detoxes. Around 44% cite negative impacts on their mental health from overuse. You can pause the video at the next slide and look at some data about global presence online. In 2025, it is still tempting to evaluate digital visibility solely through quantitative indicators such as follower counts, likes, and shares. Yet, the most effective digital communication strategies move beyond these numbers, focusing instead on trust, emotional connection, and authenticity. Research demonstrates that audiences are more likely to engage with content perceived as genuine, verifiable, and aligned with their personal values. This is because peer-created or consumer-generated material inspires greater credibility than brand-produced messaging. This dynamic is particularly significant for young people that aim to use digital platforms to access the labor market, advocate for causes, or build a personal brand. Authenticity becomes a prerequisite, and insights from content creators show that audience size matters far less than the quality and sincerity of the material shared. Spontaneous videos or behind-the-scenes footage often generate 3 times more engagement than highly polished campaigns. The rise of artificial intelligence and virtual influencers has further heightened the importance of authentic human voices. In an era where artificial intelligence can erode trust and blur the line between reality and fabrication, audiences increasingly value the imperfections, transparency, and relatability that human messengers provide. As a result, brands, NGOs, and independent creators are reorienting their strategies towards storytelling, personal testimony, and direct interaction. For young creators, activists, and entrepreneurs, this shift underscores that sincerity and consistency between values and messaging are the true currency for building long-term credibility and fostering loyal communities. To wrap up what we said until now, we understood that, for young people launching projects, campaigns, or entering the job market, digital communication is a powerful tool and a necessity in today's world. Digital communication can open doors to global networks and opportunities that were once out of reach. By using social media and other online platforms, young individuals can build communities around shared passions, raise awareness, and even influence decision-makers by amplifying their voices on important issues. Moreover, it allows them to showcase their skills, creativity, and dedication directly to potential employers, partners, or sponsors. In addition to the human side of communication, it's important to remember the technological aspects that make digital communication possible. At the foundation, we have protocols like TCP/IP, which set the rules for how data travels across networks. These networks can be local, like Wi-Fi in your home or office, or wide area, connecting cities and countries through technologies like VPNs or satellites. To make communication faster and more efficient, we use compression for images, audio, and video, and encryption to keep data secure. Wireless technologies like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 5G allow us to connect without cables, while tools like VoIP let us talk over the internet. Examples are Skype or Zoom. Then there's the cloud, which stores and shares our files, and the Internet of Things, where smart devices exchange data in real time. Finally, user-friendly interfaces, our apps, browsers, and platforms, are what make all this technology accessible in our daily lives. In short, digital communication depends on a complex but invisible ecosystem of technologies that allow us to connect quickly, securely, and seamlessly. To conclude this first lesson on technical skills, let's make a little activity: mapping your digital footprint. You'll have to Google your name. Then, note what comes up in the first 10 results. And finally, reflect by making yourself this question: does this represent the person that I want the world to see? And if not, what would I change?